Money in the Bank 2012, and this is my review of it. I was going to do my review last night, but I had way too many margaritas, and I was too tired. So I'm doing it this morning, so now I really have no excuse for messing up my review, but... Okay, first of all, I did not want to watch this pay-per-view, but I was like, I'll watch it for free on stream. I just had absolutely no interest in it, but I was surprisingly surprised. Alright, so first the pre-show, you have Kofi Kingston and R-Truth, the tag team champions, versus Camacho and his tag team partner, who I can't even remember. It was an alright match, I guess. Didn't like blow my mind or anything, but Kofi Kingston and R-Truth retain, and I thought it was good that they had a semi-interesting match on their pre-show instead of some jobber match, which I'm sure that no one would have even cared about. So we go into the pay-per-view, and it's the SmackDown Money in the Bank thing starting out. You have Damian Sandow, Tyson Kidd, Dolph Ziggler, Sin Cara, Christian, Santino, and Cody. And I did not do a predictions video. I just didn't have enough time editing the TNA video and all that. But I can tell you, for a fact, I knew deep down in my heart that Tyson Kidd had zero chance. Damian Sandow had zero chance. Sin Cara had zero chance. Christian, nothing. Santino, nothing. Cody Rhodes and Dolph Ziggler, the only ones I could possibly even see winning this and making any type of sense. So that's the ones I was pulling for, especially Dolph Ziggler, because you know how much I love Dolph Ziggler. Okay, so in this match, it was an alright match. I've seen about 5 million Money in the Bank matches, so this wasn't like too incredibly spectacular, but it was a pretty decent one, I can say. Dolph Ziggler goes up there and grabs it, and I'm like, yeah! And he finally gets the little SmackDown briefcase down, and I'm just like marking out. I'm like, Dolph won! This is so awesome! So, I was excited. Alright, now Sheamus and Del Rio are having a match. Sheamus is the World Heavyweight Champion. It was a long match, and I saw a bunch of people on Twitter complaining about how long the match was, and this wrestling match, and I'm just like, I thought that everyone cared about, this is, wrestling matters! Wrestling matches are what is important. We need to have longer matches, but apparently they did not like this one. I don't know, man, the fans. They're fickle, McMahon, I tell you. Alright, so after this long match, Sheamus comes away with the victory. I did not expect at all for Del Rio to win the title. I just didn't see it, honestly. I wish I would have made my predictions video, because I would have been on fire tonight. But, Dolph comes down and tries to cash it in. But first, Del Rio puts the total post-match beat down on Sheamus, which was kind of random. I didn't know why he really did that. You know, usually you just leave, but I guess he was so upset he didn't win or whatever. So Dolph comes down there to cash it in, but Sheamus, he beats him up with the bro kick, lays him out before Dolph Ziggler even gets to cash in. I was so worried he was actually going to get a match and lose. Be the first loser with the Money in the Bank. That would suck, and I would have been very angry. And I would have probably ranted on YouTube about it or something. But that didn't happen. Sheamus still champion, Dolph still has the briefcase, so hooray. Alright, now the Primetime Players versus Epico and Primo. #1 contendership match for the tag team titles. I thought it was kind of bizarre, honestly, that they have a #1 contender match for the tag team titles on the pay-per-view, and the tag team champions wrestle off the pay-per-view. I know that once the DVD comes out, it really won't make much of a difference, but, and I can see why you'd want to put the more interesting match on the pre-show, but I don't know, man. It just seems kind of weird to me. Epico and Primo win, so thumbs up for that. I like Epico and Primo a lot for their wrestling style, and I like Rosa for sure. The Primetime Players, I guess they're right. And honestly, I didn't even watch this match. Me and my wife decided to go take a walk. That's about how much I cared about this match. But I do know that Epico and Primo won. I saw the end of it. Bryan and Punk for the championship. Punk is the champion. AJ's the ref, and it's a no disqualification. Okay, so this match, here's an interesting note. We went to the house show in Monroe, Louisiana with Extreme Nick, or I went, Extreme Nick 09, and the match was basically this. I mean, they used the same kendo stick spots, the same chair shots, pretty much the same match, and the outcome was the same because Punk retains his championship. Punk sets up a table, he gets up on the top rope, and he backdrops, yeah, like back suplex, yeah. Like through a table, puts Daniel Bryan through the table, and that's the end of the match. I don't know, maybe it just wasn't like the most spectacular table bump in history or something. It just seemed so, I don't know, like raw type thing. I don't know. I just thought, well, shouldn't you do like an elbow drop through the table? Minor complaint. But AJ was very true and did not cheat anybody. She was very solid. She just 1, 2, 3. Didn't even like try to help anybody out. So guess what? This storyline, if you don't like it, too bad, because this is about to continue. Alright. So Punk walks away with a victory. And AJ looked smoking hot in her outfit. And you knew she would in that referee thing. But, alright. So, got through all that. Yeah, okay. Tyler X and Kurt Hawkins, I like them as a tag team, and they're going against Ryback. They actually get Ryback down, and they actually put the hurt on him a little bit. So it wasn't a total squash match, but you could tell that no one cared about this, because everyone was chanting Goldberg. And Ryback comes away with the victory. But at least Rex and Hawkins went on, and they went on after Punk. So I like that. I mean, hey. Alright, so now we have a Divas match. And as soon as the 6 Divas come out to the ring, everyone's all blowing it up and saying, oh my god, Karma's gonna come back. Wade Barrett's gonna come back. Everyone's coming back tonight. Okay, so Natalya, Eve, and Beth versus Tamina, Layla, and Caitlyn. The faces win. Nothing too exciting. Karma did not return. Wade Barrett did not return. No. Okay, so now we have the Raw Money in the Bank with Big Show, Y2J, Kane, Cena, and a returning Miz. So the Miz does return, has a different hairstyle, which looks a little weird. It's almost kind of Punk-like, you know, like CM Punk's hair almost, but a little different. I liked how he came back and is a heel still, and he's like, I'm a movie star now, and I'm like, he thinks he's The Rock. Alright, so this match, I was like, I couldn't believe how cool this match was. They did new things that I hadn't seen before, and like for instance, they put Big Show, got AA through a table, and then all the wrestlers joined together and piled all these ladders on top of Big Show, burying him under all the ladders, and that was hilarious. Like, he couldn't get out or anything. There was like 5,000 ladders. So that was just funny. And Dolph Ziggler, I know this was the other match, but he got tossed out of the ring by Tensai or whatever. And yeah, Tensai was in that other match, right? Whatever. Tensai was in that match. I forgot to even write him down. And he tosses Dolph Ziggler outside, and Dolph looks like he almost landed on his head. It looked like the only thing that saved him was like the chair. He hit his shoulder on it and flipped him around. I'll have to watch it again, but it looked like Tensai almost killed poor old Dolph Ziggler. Now back to the Raw match. You know, just overall, like, the match was just really cool and interesting. And then they had the spot where Big Show starts coming out and emerging, and I'm like, uh-oh, here he comes. And I'm like, I hope he doesn't win, because, you know, I kept saying, there's no way Cena's going to win, because it just doesn't make any sense, you know? It's like, I don't know, it's just, yeah, and it would make me mad, you know? It's just WWE. But Big Show comes out, he emerges out of all the ladders, he starts coming back into the ring or whatever. He goes under the ring and starts pulling out this ladder. At first I was like, what is that? It looked like 10 tables glued together or something. He pulls it out, and I'm like, what the? And it's like, you know, like a regular ladder's like this. Well, this ladder was like this. It was really wide and it was huge. You know, like, I just like, oh my god, because, you know, Jeff Hardy's pulled out a 20-foot ladder, and, you know, people pulled out 15-foot ladders, and people have broken ladders in half. They've done all kinds of things. They've twisted them apart where they used them as stencils and used them as tables. It's just like everything in the world. So he brings out this ginormous ladder that goes all the way up to the top. It's extremely wide, and it's extremely stable, too. It, like, cannot be knocked over, basically, you know? So they do all these spots on that, which was just awesome. I think even Chris Jericho swung on the little hook thing. This match was tripping me out, man. It was just awesome. Now, let's see. He gets that. Big Show and Kane are up there. They're choking each other, and they fumble down. Miz and Jericho are going after it. But Cena goes up there, and The Miz is on his back, like choking him out, I think, or maybe it was Chris Jericho. He was choking Cena out, and Cena's like going down the ladder like he can't do it, and then he's going back up like the whole, your arm goes down 3 times and you die type situation. But Cena finally powers him out of it and all this crap. And then Cena grabs that championship and he's like bashing somebody over the head with it, trying to get him to get away so he can grab the title or grab the Money in the Bank. And the Money in the Bank briefcase breaks. And Cena's holding it because the little handle broke off of it. And I'm like, no! Like, I'm pretty sure that was intentional. Because I think when Chris Jericho was swinging on the briefcase, he was actually swinging on the hook. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was intentional. But if it wasn't, be upset. But I am pretty upset because Cena won the thing. I was just like, oh boy. You can pretty much kiss CM Punk's championship goodbye. See you later, CM Punk. You're done. Because the champ is about to come back and take it away from you and everything. So that kind of sucks. But I can't discredit the entire pay-per-view or this match, because this match was totally awesome. And the pay-per-view overall was pretty great, by the way. So, alright, so that was Money in the Bank. I was very impressed. I thought it was going to totally suck. Now, let me get into some announcements and everything. If you haven't seen Crystal's TNA Day in the Life of experience video, where we went to Memphis, went out and hanged out with Marco Rose, please check that out because it's crazy. Crystal don't like TNA. She doesn't know anything about it. And it's just hilarious seeing her meet Austin Aries, James Storm, Velvet Sky, and the Pope, getting free 8x10s, getting free food from TNA, getting pictures with them, going to the show, TNA fans being like, you're wearing a Miz shirt, this is TNA, and a guy with one tooth, and going to the show, her reading a book during the Austin Aries match. I don't know. If you haven't seen that, it's just hilarious, but it took me all day to edit that and everything. We had a good time with Marco Rose from Wrestling Geniuses. If you haven't subscribed to him, please subscribe to him, because he's a cool guy, a nice guy, and, we went down there and did the show. So, and that's not all, because, that I went to the show with Extreme Nick 09 in Monroe about 2 weeks ago. We went to the house show in Louisiana. And then this week, we went to Memphis to go to the TNA house show, and that's not it. Because this weekend is going to be a house show right here in Little Rock. So, going to be seeing some faces, from different YouTube channels coming back over here all together. So that'll be cool, a few of my friends. And I don't know if I make the official announcement or not yet. I'll have to talk to them about all that crap. But, yeah, we're going to be doing a Mick Foley debate video. As you know, Crystal doesn't really like Mick Foley, kind of sees him as a glorified stuntman and all that kind of stuff, but we're going to have them debate Crystal in an actual debate with time limits, and I'm going to moderate it. So that'll be kind of crazy. A bunch of other videos, a bunch of stuff happened this week. You can always check me out on Twitter at MXW Chronics. I got all those links in the description box. Also on Facebook, I got all the TNA photos, where I took a bunch of photos from the show and the signing and us with the wrestlers and everything. That's Facebook.com/the Most Extreme Wrestling. So, yeah, a ton of plugs. I hate doing plugs. It just drives me crazy. But all that crap is in the description box. Please look at that. And I guess that's all I got for now. Yes, Money in the Bank.